Showtime. The Greatest Showman is about putting on not only a massive show, but a great celebration of life, of humanity.
When you're putting the pieces together, the musical numbers, are they shot, do you take them one at a time and stick with them until they're finished, or do you do them in pieces?
You do one at a time.
Okay.
So one number at a time would be, depending, it could be 1, 2, or 3 days, generally 2 at least. And sometimes we'll do, very rarely will you do an entire song straight through,
okay,
but you do certainly big sections of it. All I can tell you is from my legs point of view, I felt like we were doing a lot of versions of it.
Tell me, do you want to go where it's covered in all the colored lights, where the runaways are running the night?
Your scene, Rewrite the Stars. I mean, I just need to dive into that. What part of the process did you guys film that? Was it pretty early on? Was it later on? And is it something where you attacked it all at once?
Kind of in the middle.
Kind of in the middle towards the end of filming.
Middle endy.
Yeah.
It is a showstopper. I mean, it's an unbelievable scene. So what was maybe when the process of it, one of the hardest things that you came to just like to grasp, to figure out like how it was going to come together?
I think it's just like, you know, there's one thing to see it in your head and there's one thing to actually like deliver it and make it real. So, you know, I could tell you what I want it to look like all day long and we can tell you what we want to do, but at the end of the day, we have to physically figure out how to do it together.
How do we rewrite the stars? Say you were meant to be mine.
And also to capture it on camera. So there was no real way we could rehearse it with in terms of the other numbers where it was like, you know, minute to minute things were changing. We were up in the air, we were elevated, and they had to adapt and constantly change as we figured out what the number was because we didn't know what it was going to turn into.
Oh my God, that sounds terrifying, actually.
But in a great way.
It
was, but in like the best kind of way, you know? It's like, it's almost like putting together like a puzzle, right? But we can only see the image in our head, you know what I mean?
And luckily we had such creative people that they would come together and once they saw a certain puzzle piece, that they would know where that would fit and they would want to explore it with us.
Right.
And so thank God for our crew.
And which one came together the quickest for you guys?
Which song?
Yes, and choreographed number.
I think This Is Me was the song. It was not the first song written. It's the real anthem of the piece, and it's a celebration of humanity and a celebration of difference. It's sung by the bearded lady, and we had another song in there which was okay. It was like a 7 out of 10. And these guys wrote the song on the plane going from New York to LA.
Okay.
And then the moment it was sung, it became like our...
Consider directing?
I don't think I want to be a director right now. My favorite thing, honestly, is working with great directors.
Right.
I love being able to play in the sandbox, and so to speak, and I have no desire right now.